what we're doing in 2024 because half of my For You page are people who are saying they want to become influencers and find financial freedom and be creative. Then the other half of my For You page are those videos where people like are making fun of influencers, where like, oh, gym influencers would be like, and it's like them setting up the tripod and then running over to do a set of weights. But I'm just confused. Are we pushing people to give into their creative outlets and have that life they always wanted? Are we still kind of bullying? I don't know.
Okay, can we all agree that sometimes life just be lifing? Especially in this economy. I mean, the jobs ain't jobbing like they used to. That's for damn sure. Nowadays, you have to have one job to pay the bills and another job for yourself.
Get your up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
As somebody with 2 jobs, maybe 3, and a possible 4, it's a lot, okay? Honestly, it's no wonder why so many people are quitting the 9-to-5 lifestyle and pursuing the unlimited earning potential of an influencer. But would you ever move across the country to do so? What about overseas? Believe it or not, honey, some people are being bold as ever in this economy, all in the hopes of becoming the coveted influencer. And in today's video, we're gonna discuss exactly why that may be so and what are the pros and cons of it. Hopefully by the end of this video, you and I both can make some sense of this. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you can be notified of my future videos. My name is Tandy. Now let's get into it. Okay, let's get comfortable, right? I don't know if you guys have seen this viral video on TikTok, but let's check it out.
This is how I ended up homeless in Thailand. I booked a one-way flight from Louisiana to Japan, not having any plans and knowing anything about Japan. I just left. After being in Japan for a day, I realized Japan was extremely expensive and I wasn't going to last here long with the amount of money that I came with. So I decided to book a one-way flight from Japan to Thailand, heading straight to Thailand with no plans and not knowing anything about the country. After staying in Thailand for 5 months, I still was not able to obtain income. I still wasn't able to figure out how to make income. I ran out of money, and that is how I ended up homeless in Thailand.
I'm pretty sure you can understand why this video went viral. The math ain't mathin'. You mean to tell me you flew, I mean, she never disclosed, but you flew over there clearly with a couple dollars to your name. I would assume she moved to Tokyo. She never really said, but I know Tokyo was expensive. Never been myself, but from what I hear, it's quite expensive. Only to then move to Thailand thinking that it was going to be cheaper. Now, granted, I have heard that it's pretty cheap over there in Thailand. But you were there for 5 months, still didn't find adequate employment, and now you're homeless? Yeah, the math ain't mathin'. And the comments did not hold back on this viral video. Let's check them out. Somebody says, running away from your problems sometimes only creates more. Hopefully you find yourself and reunite with your family. I agree. However, what if the reason why they left the United States was simply because they did not get along with their family? Maybe they didn't feel like they had anything tying them to the States, so that's why they decided to leave. I mean, I'm sure there are a plethora of reasons as to why somebody would want to leave the United States, but I think this is kind of like a little cheeky comment. Like, boy, leave their family out of this, Jimmy. Another person wrote, not having a financial plan was way risky. I am a digital nomad, so I understand the wanderlust, but gotta be smart about it. Good luck to you. Fair. That's a very fair comment. The creator actually responded and said thank you. What would you say to that? You know, in my opinion, it's definitely risky to just up and leave, especially out of the country where you don't know anyone. I mean, hell, it honestly would probably be the same if I moved somewhere random like Idaho. It would be rather hard, I feel, to just start somewhere new. Now, it's super risky to just go out on a whim and move to a new location. So I can definitely respect that decision to, you know, just pursue your dreams. But not having a plan is kind of bad. Like, or not a fully thought out plan anyway, you know? But I don't think that we should, as a society, you know, bash somebody for doing so. So I definitely am side-eyeing all of these like rude comments that I've been seeing underneath this video. There definitely needs to be I don't know, like an internet class. There needs to be like an internet etiquette class somewhere. We need to teach this in school. Like if the internet is going to be a part of our daily lives, I really feel like there needs to be a class of etiquette for the internet. Honestly, I could do a whole video about that because the things that I see on the worldwide interwebs, okay, Beyonce's internet, people are unhinged. It has really honestly convinced me that people are unhinged. The comments underneath this video were disgusting, absolutely deplorable. Like, people are so weird. And this is exactly why I firmly believe that not everybody deserves access to the internet. And now, while on one hand, I don't want the government to completely be regulating us in our internet usage, on the other hand, I feel like some of y'all actually do need to be regulated.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Democracy simply doesn't work.
But I'm not gonna go off on too much of a tangent here. ADHD, squirrel brain, let's keep focused, okay? Let me know in the comment if y'all want an internet etiquette video, okay? Because, I could go on and on about that. Anyway, so yeah, the comments under this post were definitely unhinged. Somebody wrote, wow, the audacity of these comments. It's really creepy how judgmental you all are. Agreed. And you know what? It's human nature to be judgmental, but that doesn't mean that you have to leave your opinion, leave your judgments in a comment. How unhinged do you have to be to sit there and type out exactly what you're thinking, all of your negative thoughts, and press the send button? That is unhinged behavior. Father, we're straying.
And bring us on home.
If you know, you know. Regardless, the comments about her not having a plan, I don't doubt that she had a plan. I feel like, judging by the different camera angles and the tripod that she was carrying around, she clearly had a plan. She, in my opinion, thought that she was going to go overseas and she was going to, you know, start her content creation journey, and people were going to tune in because they're interested to see, you know, her make it. Everybody loves an underdog story, right? You're going to this new country, documenting your journey. Sounds like a wonderful idea. I think that was the plan. However, it definitely could have been thought out a little bit further, I feel. But the fact of the matter is that she took that leap of faith, and I can respect anybody for that. You know, you gotta go for your dreams, considering the fact you only get one life. Nothing hurts worse than the things that we regret. I can respect her decision for taking a leap of faith. Now, the perspective of older Americans might not be so forgiving. This Forbes article reads, young people want to be influencers, even as older Americans say it isn't a real job. As somebody who went to school for digital communications, I can attest that being a content creator, influencer, if you will, it's a full-time job. It's definitely a real job. But let's let Forbes cook for a minute, okay? The article goes on to say, driven by the success of such social media influencers as Charli D'Amelio, Zach King, and Camara Dallas, I don't know that person. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Many younger people are hoping to take a similar path. According to a recent survey from Higher Visibility, 16% of respondents even said they paid money to become one. So you got people out here who would literally just pay to be an influencer rather than working a 9-to-5. Honestly, I think that speaks more to the 9-to-5 culture than it does about the state of influencing. If it was so lucrative or promising to work a 9-to-5, it just makes sense that more people would want to work those said 9-to-5 jobs, right? Comment down below if you agree or disagree with that. I just think that's a hot take. But with that being said, the article also goes on to say that some will succeed, but the odds are likely stacked against the masses. And they're not wrong. You know, we literally just watched somebody move all the way overseas just to pursue a career in influencing, only to essentially not make it. You know, like if you look at the situation of them going over there and becoming homeless, some would consider that as them failing as an influencer, right? I don't think that that is their truth, but I think some would believe that to be their truth. That's nuance in itself. We'll get into that a little bit later in this video. I can definitely see how this number at 16% seems plausible. So I guess it's no wonder why the older generation is calling out the younger crowd, aka millennials and Gen Z, as being lazy and dumb. I mean, it makes sense. Anyway, back to the article. It goes on to say, clearly the current crop of seniors is more tech savvy than in the past, and only 1 in 10 didn't know what an influencer actually was. Yet some 42% of those over 50 also said Gen Z should get a real job. We're just coming out of a historic pandemic, which consequently created captive audiences since people were either locked down or there was limited mobility for shopping and the like. Schreiner continued, social media became one's BFF and by extension, the dreams and promises that were promoted by our favorite stars. These influencers are blindsiding Gen Zers by giving them an incomplete picture of the risk or the actual work involved. In this social media environment, getting rich actually requires work. I totally agree. You guys, I have literally been on YouTube since I think 2016, if I'm not mistaken. I only just last year got monetized. Let that sink into you, okay? I'm literally posting and posting and posting. 200 videos in, finally get monetized. It's not easy work to become a content creator or influencer, if you will. I feel like throughout this video, we're gonna be using the term content creator and influencer kind of synonymously, so just know that I mean either or. The pandemic, no doubt, brought out a lot of people who wanted to become an influencer. And if you disagree, check out this next clip and tell me if you still feel the same.
Everyone wants to be a content creator, and this isn't a bad thing, especially if you can predict where the future of work is going. Boomers will tell you to get a real job when those real jobs won't exist in a few decades. They don't realize that the industrial age created those jobs. They also don't realize that the information age has created these new and more profitable jobs. Profitability determines the direction of society and the economy. Technology allows for more profitable lines of work. And I personally, with what I've experienced in the space, and of course it being a part of my identity, so I'm somewhat biased, I only see that increasing exponentially more and more and more. Everyone is a creator. Employers are hiring creators. Creators are working under creators to get experience. Creators are self-sufficient in the products that they create to solve the real problems of humanity, problems that they've experienced. That's the problem with most businesses, is they try to solve a problem that they haven't experienced, and that's why the businesses fail. Creator brand or your personal brand is your public resume, public portfolio. It's just you placing your character online.
I mean, where's the lie? He's not wrong. Studies showed that the trend of businesses using influencers for marketing purposes is not slowing down at all. In fact, it's a billion-dollar economy. So I too do not see it slowing down anytime soon.
Let's have a real conversation about this influencer economy. One of the main reasons why people become creators is because there's a huge demand for it. This info is courtesy of HubSpot. On average, businesses generate $6.50 in revenue for every $1 invested in influencer marketing.
Wow.
In 2022, influencer marketing spend jumped from $3.69 billion to $4.14 billion in the US. The average price per post from a TikTok mega influencer, someone with 1 million plus followers worldwide, was over $1,000 in 2021. The average price per post from an Instagram mega influencer, someone with 1 million plus followers worldwide, was over $1,200. Where there is a profitable market, there will be people who flock to that market to partake in some of the financial upside. Not only that, when you ask a kid, what is it that you want to be when you want to grow up? Vlogger tops the list at number 4, and social media influencer topping the list at number 10.
And I want to piggyback off of that. So I definitely believe those numbers as well. My nephew, he wants to be a gamer. I couldn't even fathom at his age, he's 10 by the way, wanting to be a gamer? That wasn't in the cards back then, but now everything is changing. So I think quite naturally the aspirations of the youth is going to change too. Younger people, whether again my nephew's age or a young professional like myself, that is what drives the economy. That is what drives the socioeconomic side of things as well. So it makes sense that now with technology being as pertinent in our lives as it is, we literally wake up and the first thing that we do is we get on our phones. Whether you're checking emails, text messages, scrolling, you're getting on your phone as soon as you wake up, for most people anyway. And I think with that comes the fact of evolution. Times are changing and the economy is adapting with it. So it makes sense to me that there would be a rise in even said children wanting to become influencers, as well as these grown-ass adults who are moving across country and overseas. So yeah, I get it. Let's finish hearing what she has to say though.
And what obviously contributes to this is TikTok and just how much attention many of these people get. What's interesting about vloggers, social media influencers, is that kids will say that they want to do this, but I don't think that they're fully aware of what it takes to actually be a social media influencer, or to be a vlogger. It requires an immense amount of work, but not only that, you have to have a backbone. Because if you don't have a backbone and you don't know who you are, the comments and the way that the internet is, it will break you. Which is exactly why being famous should not be the goal. The goal should be to create something or to do something that is of value to yourself and the world. And fame is a result of you bringing that value to people first. I think a lot of people believe that fame and attention and money will solve all their problems, but it won't. The only way to actually solve the problems that you have within is to go within. Figure out what it is you actually like and actually want to do, and then go and do that in the world. And that could mean that you create an entirely new career that you don't see being advertised. It could also mean that you truly want to be a doctor. Either way, when we economically incentivize people to seek out different careers and to solve problems that we have today that have not been solved yet, that is when people will stop coveting the career of the social media influencer, vlogger, or just famous person.
Such a good point. Like, let people do what they feel led to do. You know, maybe even pursuing a content creator, influencer journey will help them discover some things about themselves and new passions that they can be fully happy in. How many times do you run across somebody, I don't know, going to the grocery store who hates their damn job or something, and they just give you this terrible energy? It just makes more sense to me that we would allow people to fully dive into their own personality and their own wants and desires. Like, it would make the world a better place, because when you do what makes you happy, it doesn't seem like work. So I think that was a good point that she brought up in her video. I honestly couldn't have said it better myself. How do you feel about social media influencers? Do you think a career choice as such should be considered as important as any other? My personal opinion on this entire topic, as someone who has had multiple jobs across various different industries, is that if there is a need for something, there has to be someone to fill that need. So whether you are a doctor, someone in the medical field, or you are an influencer providing, you know, content, providing value to your audience, or you are a sex worker providing value to your audience. We're gonna keep it PG because this is YouTube, right? You're still providing value. And if you're loving what you do, not only should you feel good about what you're doing, but other people will feel that energy as well. And I think if you're able to make a living off of what you like to do, let people do them. It ain't none of my concern how you pay your bills, honey. Like, there are some jobs that I am not able to do, whether physically or mentally. Like, I just can't. I'm not mentally there to be able to do that job. So who am I to judge the next person based off of how they choose to put food on their table and a roof over their head? I have no room to judge. With that being said, I also feel like it's important to go after your dreams. I don't think that you should ever give up on your dreams either. So if being a content creator is the job that you want to have for yourself, that's what you love to do, continue doing it. Even if you are only getting 5 views, you know, or 1 like on something, keep doing it. If you love to do it, why would you not keep doing it? I mean, eventually it will pay off for you. It has to. If you're doing what you love to do and doing the work to become better at it, it has no other way to go but to work out for you. You just gotta grind it out. Take myself for example. I've literally been making videos on YouTube since 2016. It wasn't until last year where I really started to try to focus on perfecting my craft and taking this a lot more serious. I've always enjoyed making the content instead of just putting it out there, getting actually better at creating the content, that I was able to actually get monetized on YouTube. And you guys saw my posts, and imagine if I would have just stopped because I was only getting 10 views on my YouTube videos. I would be doing a disservice to myself and also the people, those 10 people who were watching my video. Even though I am not the top person on YouTube, clearly, with my 3,000 subscribers that I also appreciate, I am so content with those 3,000 because I know that I put in the work for them and I am creating this community. And I think that's what a lot of people who go on this content creation influencer journey fail to realize, is that being a creator and having influence is all about creating a community of people who feel like you provide them some type of value, and you have to really focus in on what it is that you provide that maybe honestly not even be different than someone else, but it's coming from you, so therefore it will be received differently because we're all unique. So nobody's gonna tell the same story the same exact way. I mean, that would be weird, you know? Take it from me. I literally was on YouTube 8 straight years showing up for myself before I was able to even start to see some sort of return on my investment. And let me tell you, honey, okay, I've bought multiple cameras throughout this journey. I've bought multiple different styles of lighting equipment, different tripods, okay, computers, editing software, okay, just backdrops. Like, I've spent money, invested the time. I mean, but I showed up for myself. And that's what you have to do. If this is something that you truly want to do, go for your dreams. If that's what you truly want to do, I support anybody who, hell, even just has a damn dream. You feel me? Like, there's so many people who are just super negative or doesn't have a very high sense of self-worth. They don't even have dreams. So the fact that you have a dream is all the more reason why you should pursue it. That's my take though. I'd love to hear what you guys think in a comment down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you definitely a real one. I see you. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, okay? You made it to the end. At this point, we go together real bad, okay? We locked in, baby. Ain't no switching up. Make sure that you turn on that post notification bell as well so that you can be notified of my next video. I hope to see you then. Bye.
This ain't Texas.
Ain't no hold 'em. I'm gonna go try out my products from Beyonce, okay? Because I came home today and Beyonce was at my door. I gasped, okay? I am just ready to play with some sacred in my hair. Honestly, maybe I should wait because I definitely just got my ends trimmed and my hair stretched. So maybe I'll flat iron this and rock this for a little bit. Wear it straight for a couple days and then wash it. Maybe that's what I'll do, but I'm excited. Have you guys bought Beyonce's hair products? I've been looking at the reviews and it's given what it needs to from what I see, okay? I did happen to open the products and I smelled it. It smells amazing. I know Beyonce take real good care of her hair. Mama Tina know how to take care of some hair, okay? I mean, just looking at Blue and Rumi's hair, that's all I needed to see. Because the way that those girls have such full, thick hair, healthy hair. So I know there's like a lot of controversy about, oh, Beyonce doesn't wear her real hair. Beyonce wears her real hair a lot more than people think that she does. But if you're not a fan of hers, you wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't know that. When I saw the reviews, because I already thought that I was going to dip my toe in it, but I was going to wait to see, you know, some reviews first. Because like I said, the babies, the hair is given, okay? Then when I started seeing some reviews come in, I said, oh, let me order this. I haven't made beauty content on this channel in a really long time, so I don't know if y'all would be interested. Maybe I'll just upload it to TikTok instead. I don't know. Leave a comment if you guys would like a video about that. I mean, I'll upload it. It'll be different, but I'll upload it. If not, and you do want to know my thoughts, follow me on TikTok. And I'll be damn if I can't slow dance with you. I'm gonna throw some sugar on me, honey, too.